Hi, this is Rick. I'm here today with my used Tascam DP-24. I purchased it about a week ago. It's probably 10 years old, and I purchased knowing that a couple of the record buttons were the connection wasn't great. You had to push the buttons 3 or 4 times to get them to activate and to turn them on and to turn them off. Also, the transport buttons for stop and forward and rewind, you had to press very hard to get them to get a connection and have them work. So I wanted to see if I could use some type of a contact cleaner to correct for this problem. And I did a lot of research online, looking on YouTube for people that had YouTube clips regarding audio mixer cleaning and audio mixer problems with contacts, and to see what products they used and what procedure they used to try to correct the problem. And after I looked at that, I settled on two products from the same brand, Deoxit, and I'm going to show you which one I used that worked the best, and the procedure that I used to get the best results. So two products from called Deoxit were what a number of people recommended. So, and of Deoxit, there's a number of products named Deoxit. What I used were these two, Deoxit D100L, which has a very small tip, which is helpful in applying a small amount of product to the perimeter of the buttons or switches that I was trying to treat. And the other one is a Deoxit 5D, and this is a spray. And the spray has you can move the button at the top to 3 different locations for low, medium, and high level of spray. And you want to turn that to L, low, so you minimize the amount. You don't need a whole lot of the product for this application for buttons and switches. And I already did this. I'm not going to go through it again, but I'll kind of show you how I applied it and the procedure I used to try to get it clean. So for the Deoxit D100L, it has this almost like a syringe type needle on the top. There's a red closure tool so it doesn't leak. I'm not going to take that off right now because it'll get all over the place, but I essentially placed it around the perimeter of the button that I was having the problem with. Just a drop or two is all you needed. And then I went over to the transport buttons and did the same thing. Put a drop around each one, and according to the directions, you're going to let it sit for a couple of minutes, and then during that time, whichever button you put the liquid on, you're going to activate it and deactivate it a bunch of times to work it in. Of course, you want to do this with the power off. I guess I should have mentioned that to start. And clean it up, and it'll take about 10 minutes for that to dry, and wipe off any excess. And I did that to both my record button here. I was having a problem with 2 of the record buttons, and the transport buttons, the play, the stop, fast forward, and rewind. And after I did the cleaning, I tested those, and it got better, but only by about 10 to 20%. It was still intermittently not contacting. The transport buttons, I had to push really hard to get them to make contact. And the record switch buttons, I had to push them 3 or 4 times to get it to activate and then to deactivate. So after that, I took the spray and the D5 spray, and that gets all over the place. So I masked the whole area with low adhesive paint tape around all the areas that I don't want to get the spray on, just so that the buttons or switches that I wanted to do the treatment to were open to receive the spray. And what I did was I placed the tip right at the edge and just gave it short bursts on each side of the button to try to force it under the button, and the same on the transport buttons as well. And this stuff dries pretty quickly, so as soon as you make the spray, you activate and deactivate the button a bunch of times and to try to work it in. And then what I did was, after I did that, I sprayed it again, a little burst on each side, and cleaned it up with a microfiber cloth. And then I went to and got my air compressor, and I blew 60 pounds per square inch into each of the switch buttons, the perimeter of the button, and the transport buttons around the perimeter, and all the excess spray, the blower, the air compressor removed most of that. And I did that 3 or 4 times to make sure that I got as much of it off as I could, and then I just let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes, and turned it on, and it was working like it was brand new. In any event, I waited a few hours afterwards to make sure that it was still working, and I'll continue for tomorrow and the next day and see how it still works. And but hopefully it will continue to work just fine. Love these products of Deoxit. Thank you very much.